Ethiopia is one of the oldest countries in the world and has a history stretching back thousands of years. It is often regarded as the cradle of humanity because some of the earliest human ancestors, including the famous fossil known as Lucy, were discovered there. Ancient Ethiopian civilization flourished in the Kingdom of Aksum, which emerged around the 1st century AD and became an important center for trade connecting Africa, Arabia, and the Mediterranean world. Christianity was adopted as the state religion in the 4th century, making Ethiopia one of the oldest Christian nations in the world. During the medieval period, Ethiopian emperors ruled powerful kingdoms and constructed remarkable churches and monuments. Ethiopia successfully resisted European colonization except for a brief occupation by Italy from 1936 to 1941. The country became a symbol of African independence after defeating Italian forces at the historic Battle of Adwa. In 1974, Emperor Haile Selassie was overthrown, and a socialist military government known as the Derg ruled until 1991. Since then, Ethiopia has experienced political reforms, economic growth, and challenges related to ethnic tensions and regional conflicts. Ethiopia is located in the Horn of Africa and covers an area of approximately 1,104,300 square kilometers, making it one of Africa's largest countries. It is landlocked and shares borders with Eritrea to the north, Djibouti to the northeast, Somalia to the east, Kenya to the south, South Sudan to the west, and Sudan to the northwest. The country is characterized by high plateaus, deep valleys, escarpments, and rugged mountains that divide different climatic regions. Several important rivers originate in Ethiopia and support agriculture, hydroelectric power, and neighboring countries. The most famous river is the Blue Nile, locally called the Abay, which begins at Lake Tana and contributes the majority of the water flowing into the Nile River system. Other significant rivers include the Awash River, Omo River, Baro River, Tekeze River, and Genel River. The spectacular Blue Nile Falls is among the country's best-known natural attractions. Ethiopia has a population of approximately 130 million people, making it the second most populous country in Africa. The population consists of many ethnic groups, including the Oromo, Amhara, Somali, Tigrayan, Sidama, and Afar peoples. More than 80 languages are spoken across the country. Amharic serves as the federal working language, while several regional states use their own official languages. The official currency is the Ethiopian birr, abbreviated as ETB. The birr is divided into 100 centime. The Ethiopian economy relies heavily on agriculture, manufacturing, services, and growing industrial sectors. Ethiopia is famous for its mountainous terrain and is often called the roof of Africa because much of the country lies at high elevations. The most important mountain range is the Ethiopian highlands. The highest mountain in the country is Ras Dashen, which rises to about 4,550 meters above sea level and is located within the beautiful Simien Mountains National Park. Other mountain regions include the Bale Mountains and the Choke Mountains. These highlands contribute to Ethiopia's cooler climate compared with many other African nations. The capital and largest city is Addis Ababa, which serves as the political, diplomatic, and economic center of the country. It hosts the headquarters of the African Union and the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa. Other major cities include Dire Dawa, an important commercial center, Mekelle, Bahir Dar near Lake Tana, Hawassa, Adama, and Jimma, which is associated with coffee production. Ethiopia has several airports, with the busiest and most important being Addis Ababa Bole International Airport. It is one of Africa's largest aviation hubs and serves as the main base for Ethiopian Airlines, one of the continent's leading airlines. Other airports include Dire Dawa International Airport, Bahir Dar Airport, Mekelle Airport, and Hawassa Airport. Religion plays a major role in Ethiopian society and culture. Christianity has deep roots in the country, especially within the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, which has existed for more than 16 centuries and remains one of the largest Christian denominations in Africa. A significant proportion of the population follows Islam, particularly in eastern and southeastern regions. There are also Protestant communities, Catholics, and followers of traditional indigenous beliefs. Religious festivals such as Timkat and Meskel are celebrated with colorful ceremonies and attract visitors from around the world. Ethiopia is also home to the remarkable rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, which are recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and are among the most important pilgrimage destinations in Africa. Sports are an important part of Ethiopian culture, and the country is internationally famous for long-distance running. Ethiopia has produced many Olympic and world champions, including Haile Selassie, Kenenisa Bekele, and Tirunesh Dibaba. Athletics is the nation's most successful sport, particularly in marathons, cross-country races, and track events. Football is also very popular, and many people follow the national team and local clubs. Basketball, cycling, and traditional wrestling are enjoyed in some regions, although athletics remains Ethiopia's most celebrated sporting activity. Ethiopia has a highly varied climate because of its diverse elevations. The highlands experience mild temperatures throughout the year, with average daytime temperatures ranging from 15 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. The lowland areas can be very hot, with temperatures often exceeding 35 degrees Celsius. Ethiopia generally has a rainy season from June to September and a dry season from October to May. The capital, Addis Ababa, enjoys relatively cool and pleasant weather due to its elevation of more than 2,300 meters above sea level. Ethiopian cuisine is among the most distinctive in Africa. The national dish is injera, a soft, spongy flatbread made from teff grain. Injera is served with various stews and side dishes collectively known as wat. Popular dishes include doro wat, a spicy chicken stew prepared with Berbere spices, shiro, lentil dishes, beef tibs, and vegetable combinations. Ethiopian meals are traditionally eaten communally from a large platter, with diners using pieces of injera instead of utensils. Coffee has a special place in Ethiopian culture because Ethiopia is widely regarded as the birthplace of coffee. The traditional Ethiopian coffee ceremony is an important social event involving roasting coffee beans, grinding them by hand, and brewing fresh coffee for guests. Tea, fresh fruit juices, and honey wine known as tage are also commonly consumed. Ethiopia has a limited railway system, but it has made significant progress in recent years. The most important railway is the modern electric line connecting Addis Ababa with Djibouti, which provides access to the port facilities of Djibouti and supports international trade. Addis Ababa also has Africa's first modern light rail transit system south of the Sahara Desert, helping residents commute within the capital city. Bus transportation is the primary means of travel for many Ethiopians. Intercity buses connect major towns and cities across the country. Long-distance bus services are affordable and widely used. In Addis Ababa, public buses, minibuses, taxis, and ride-hailing services are commonly available. Minibuses remain one of the most popular forms of urban transportation. Education is compulsory for children during primary school years. The Ethiopian education system consists of primary education, secondary education, technical training institutions, and universities. The government has expanded access to schools over the past decades, although rural regions still face challenges related to infrastructure and educational resources. Ethiopia has numerous universities, including Addis Ababa University, which is the country's oldest and largest institution of higher education. Efforts continue to improve literacy rates, teacher training, and educational quality. Ethiopia has one of the highest birth rates in Africa, with approximately 28 births per 1,000 people each year. The death rate is relatively low compared with previous decades and is estimated at around 6 deaths per 1,000 people annually. Improvements in healthcare, sanitation, and child vaccination programs have contributed to increased life expectancy, although challenges remain in remote regions. Many foreign visitors can obtain an electronic visa before traveling to Ethiopia or receive a visa upon arrival at Addis Ababa Bole International Airport, depending on their nationality. Tourist visas are generally issued for short stays. Travelers are advised to check current requirements before departure, as visa regulations may change. Passports are usually required to be valid for at least 6 months beyond the date of entry. Ethiopia offers numerous attractions for visitors interested in history, culture, religion, and nature. The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela are among the country's most famous sites and attract Christian pilgrims from around the world. The stunning landscapes of Simien Mountains National Park provide opportunities for hiking and wildlife viewing, including sightings of Ethiopian wolves and gelada baboons. Visitors also enjoy exploring Lake Tana and its ancient monasteries, witnessing the beauty of the Blue Nile Falls, visiting the archaeological remains of Aksum, and experiencing the vibrant markets, museums, and cultural life of Addis Ababa. Ethiopia's unique blend of ancient history, diverse cultures, dramatic scenery, and welcoming traditions makes it one of Africa's most fascinating destinations for travelers.